Hey, this is Blind Fox and welcome at my Farm Simulator 25 playthrough. This is geared towards the visually impaired, and some of your movement impaired people will find something interesting in here as well. We are playing on the base game. We are in January. And you can see we have sort of cut down a lot of stuff and removed a lot of stuff. If you haven't been here, we've built a little cement factory. We've got the small sawmill going. We've got this little John Deere. It's working at the moment with our woods or our timber. This one is just in the field. I need to drive it still home. I should have done that last night. Seeing that we are going to have to do some actual moving, and if you've seen a difference, I'm actually playing on medium graphics at the moment. So I've set my graphics to medium, if I can get out of the forest. And that's a problem. I don't know if it's just me, if it's my graphics setting, or if it's just generally playing at night. But it's difficult for me to do so. In fact, I play this game better if it is physically night outside, which is it not at the moment, because there is not so much screen reflection going on. Especially if you play this game during the game night time, you really need as little extra light coming in as possible. What we want to do is going and collecting our wood chips to put in, that is if we do not break our trailer while we are doing it. So reversing is not my strong point, as you can see here. And reversing with a trailer, let's just say it gets interesting and leave it at that. It's much less embarrassing. But then again, I don't drive in real life. That might have an influence also on how easy and difficult driving games is. The other thing, I do not have a steering wheel. So that's also might be a little problem. Now playing the game, it does help if you have all of your lights on your equipment while you are driving, but it's still a bit difficult for me to actually see what I'm doing, and we'll just sort of move this tree with the tractor while we're on our way to our sawmill, which we hopefully will find somewhere. Now I do tend to start these games a bit early in the morning. Maybe I should wait a bit later until I start. So we ran into our factory. Now we need to find out where we are at our factory. Oh, there we go. Here we can get our wood chips. So I removed most of the, and if I do the right buttons, are wood chips. I removed most of the fencing, but I still haven't been able to remove. I don't know if you have to then remove the silos as well. Is this piece of fencing here? So I'm not sure if you have to then remove the grain silos, but this is the piece of fence that I want to remove. The rest of the fencing, a lot of them was around here, was geared to the I mean, I've removed the little shady thing that keeps this fencing in place, and now I'm so stuck. Let's just reverse, see how far we get. So I removed the fencing here on the outside by removing the hut. I removed some other fencing, I think. Not sure. We removed the cattle pasture because it doesn't really do anything for us and it just takes up space. Oh, I'm out. Hey, I'm out. So doing this game at night, doing night farming, really isn't gonna be a thing. Simply because it's so difficult. And the main thing is, maybe some of you guys can actually watch your minimap and the screen at the same time, but if you've a lot of visual disabilities, don't give you that bigger field of view. So you can either watch the center of your screen, where the vehicle is sort of driving at the moment, or watch the peripheries of the screen, which include your speed indicators, in other words, anything at the edges. So the 4 edges of the screen is really not visible, especially not if you play 5 cm, your eye is 5 centimeters away from the screen, or at least 10 at the most. So you might think that, yes, luckily this thing has got automatic gears. Games that don't have automatic gears really suck for me to play, because again, it doesn't have, you can't watch your gears and your driving at the same time. I also can't watch my gears and my minimap and my driving at the same time. It doesn't matter if my minimap looks like this. Where are we now? No. If my minimap looks like this, then I can't see my screen, and I still can't look at the screen how I'm driving and my minimap at the same time. Or if my minimap, this I hate because it's confusing, because it turns around the whole time, so you have to find your position all of the time and reorientate you towards the map. This, where your map stays in the same position and your vehicle turns, is better, although I wish I could zoom. I don't know how you zoom in the little map. I don't know if you can. Or not. But yes, that really is not a good for the game. But in any case, it's still not that bad, so we'll see what we do. We do need money. To that end, we do have enough stuff collected in our sawmill to actually do something. Oh wait, there's no sawmill. We do have enough stuff there. It's at the collection point. We need 6 pallets of each. We do have 6 pallets of these two. They're just standing at the collection point. Whether or not we are going to be able to actually fulfill our contract like this, I do not know, because it's quite difficult, but we will try, especially with the cement. Difficult to do. The cement factory is slow, the little one. We are running this one at the moment, so 48 cycles per month. It's a bit faster, but it's still not really fast, which in one sense is a good thing, because we don't have that much stones coming in. For that we will need to buy a stone crusher, which costs around 100,000 euros. Then we can deliver stones to this thing, which still wouldn't speed up its production. It is a split production, so it's not like the sawmill, everything runs. If I run this at everything runs at 100%. From everything I found, this thing runs 24 cycles or 48, how many cycles per month, and how many cycles you run is how many cycles is split up between everything you need. There is a cement factory on the map, which costs 370,000 rand, or what is it? Euros, sorry. So that is going to be interesting. So we might actually have to lease that in the end. Depends how fast we can make money. So I was going to buy some equipment, but hang on, let's just shut you down. I'm not doing anything. Let's just go and put you here again. And something I can actually do is fill this one up with wheat, because it's selling time for wheat. Look at that. I don't know if, let's see how my graphics is running at the moment. CPU usage. Let's go to my, I know you guys just see the screen, but I'm not sharing the whole computer screen. Let's check out how my CPU is doing. Because I don't have a, let's say CPU is at 22%, memory is at 40 something percent, disk 0. Now graphics, now let's look at this, CPU around 24%, 20, varies around 50%. Yeah, it does vary between 50 and something percent. Memory is at 11. Disk doesn't do anything. Wi-Fi is going nuts. And GPU is around 11%. So it does look like my computer is not having trouble running this stuff. So relatively it looks fine. I do have 6 cores, mind you. I think my, it's sort of, let's see my, I think it's a 380, looks like a gigahertz. Sockets 1 cores 6. Something is 12, yeah, there's a lot of stuff enabled. These 0.4 gigahertz. Oh yeah. Where is it now? Let's see if I stand on my GPU. .3D is running. So it's not as if my computer is at the moment overstressing itself, which is good. I don't have, I mean, it's not a low-end computer, but I'm not sure exactly how high-end my computer is. So now that I've bragged about myself, I'll explain my status with my computer, more or less. I'll somewhere give you a better description. Actually, I need to, about what my computer is. I know I've got 32 gigs of RAM. I've got a relatively nice, I think, CPU, GPU. But so far, I don't see that much difference in playing the game. We're going to drop that off there. Let's just see how much this cost. You can see here it is the perfect month to sell our grain. It's not that it is expensive, oh, you're gonna get a lot of money. But, yep. Now we've got some cultivating contracts. Ploughing, there's a nice ploughing one we're gonna do. With transport we're not gonna do. If I had another tractor I might, I don't know, I rarely do the low-end cultivating contracts because frankly, if you pay that amount of to lease the stuff, it's not worth it. Maybe if I had extra tractors that I can use, but then it totally defeats the whole objective of the contract, that to make us money, because then you had to oh, we are here yet. Not yet. I mean, then you have to actually get the stuff. And it's not that all my tractors is doing nothing. I'm not using all my tractors all the time, but yes, I don't have a spare one I can. And the problem is then you have to drive your tractor back home or back to the other contract. Where here I just have to get the tractor there wherever it is. And it doesn't interfere with whatever I want to do. Why does it look as if that thing got stuck again? The reason we use a lot of drivers is simply... Where are we going? Let's see if we can find ourselves. Yes, there we need to be there. Put you down there. It is going. It is stuck. Looks like. It does like to get stuck. And here I think is most likely might be single row, but it tends to like to get stuck. That's the other problem using drivers. They do get stuck. Where am I? Where I want to be. So I can't see a difference in the graphics. If anybody else so far can see a difference in the graphics, do let me know. I might just play it on medium for a bit. I mean, I've played a few games on low. I do not know if I will ever play on higher than medium. I don't know if that will make any difference. So when I look at my price, I physically have to pop up here and look at the price like this. So we don't get a lot of money from this either. Yes. Frankly, using this trailer, we never will. So this is not a fast-paced game by all means. As you can see, most of my episodes are around half an hour, or sorry, an hour plus. And that isn't even all of my playing time that I'm recording. Unlike when I play Gunsmith Simulator at the moment, mostly there I record most of my game time, and you can get a lot done in that hour. Here, it's a much slower paced game. So in the end, you spend a lot more time on the game. And of course, this thing uses every little bitty way to drive itself home. Because I think it's a one-way there, I don't know. But any case. So it takes you a bit longer to get to places when you use this. And we like to use our AI to do our contracts. because it means we do not have to do the contracts. Here again, I don't know. I mean, I actually do have stuff to do with personal tracks. Let's see the snow. Let's go to the shop. See if there's anything that we want. There's literally nothing. Nothing at all. So this is a log trailer. I think. Oh wait, no, this is a low loader, a low bed. I might just buy this low bed. Because I need a tractor, or I need a vehicle, I need a trailer. And this trailer to transport stuff, and it can transport vehicles, and I think it might be able to transport pallets as well. Then we've got now a subsoiler we are not going to use, and we've got something else. A harvester's heads. Which, who uses it? Let's see. It's supposed to show me combinations, but it doesn't always do so. So this is a nice harvester head, but yes. I'm not sure whose harvester head it is. 13 meters, it's got its own wheel, it is John Deere's. It's supposed to show us, this is just camera zoom and camera zoom. So let's see, John Deere HD 45X. So let's pop over here. We'll check our harvesters. Not that we will buy that one, but hey, where's our combine harvesters? Combine harvesters. Here is a John Deere SL X9. Let's see. See, there we've got combinations. And then it tells you what head goes with this. Not that head that we are looking at. Might be one of these. What about the X9? Maybe it's its head. HD 45X, yeah. So it's this thing's head there. Very nice. But see here, it doesn't show me that. I thought that if you... Let's go to the head. So come on. That's why I like to come in early, because then I can hop round, hunt stuff down. HD50S, where is the one we want? Yeah, let's see. And here it as well, it says combinations, and it shows us which harvesters you can use with this head. The X9 or the ST. But here it doesn't always show you what you can use with this. So we will buy this specific trailer because we can pull it with our tractors, and we can actually load bales on it as well, I think. But let's just save the game while we're at it. Save. Because now we can actually drive stuff onto it, and yes. Let's just see where our tractor is. Oh, there's that one. This one is home. I can go and load the next lot of grain on it. Or I think we'll be done with this now. Or not yet. Oh well, we are as done with it as we are going to be with it. Now no, is there a difference? It looks like a difference in the graphics, mind you. It might just be me, but I think I can see an improvement in graphics. Might not be a lot, but it surely looks to me as if there is an improvement in the graphics. So yeah, you can play it on low if you do not have a nice PC, but if possible, do it on high. So let's go and buy this. Well, 30%. Yeah, I think this might just work for us. This. Why on earth would we want a spare wheel? Let's see how it would look with the spare wheel. Where is the spare wheel? No spare wheel? Spare wheel. Where is the spare wheel? Is it underneath? Maybe. But anyway, the spare wheel is not going to do us any harm, so we're not going to spend the extra. When we go for black. We do not have that other one, though you can have all of the colors on it. I just didn't want to. So we'll buy this thing. It's not a big thing. It's not maybe the best trailer for the job, but it's a relatively cheap trailer. And it's a dual use. It's low beds, 5 tons. And it might be easy for us to sometimes load stuff on this, but I'm considering. The other trailers we can get is these ones. We need to look at flatbeds. Is this one for 25? No, not this one. We'll need either this one for 20 or this one for 29. So this one is a bit smaller. We'll also need an extra thing for it. So I'm gonna go for the low bed and see how it works. I have used the truck one before, but hey, we'll try this. We can always later get the other one if it's on sale. Besides, it's fun. And we are stuck again, aren't we? Are we stuck? We are. Yeah, you can definitely. If I'm not mistaken, I can see an improvement. You can see the water looks more real, especially the water. And the structures does look a bit more real. Now that turn, if you deliver to the grain barge, which normally is just the closest thing, it's not the best turn for vehicles. They tend to get stuck there. So if you have extra vehicles floating around, do use the some other sell points. because it really... So we just made around $5. Did I actually buy the thing? That's the interesting question. I did not buy it. Why didn't I buy it? Oh well. Buy. There we go. Now we bought it. Hilarious. It's so funny, it is tragic. Oh, come on. And then you get this thing that's driving. The improvement in graphics have not improved my driving skills. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect the low bed at the shop, and I'm going to collect some of the other stuff, and I'll be back when I'm busy loading my pallets. Okay, we are done, we are here. So as I said, I could have gotten the other trailer, but I have used the other trailer before, and this one is the same size, but we do need to pick up if this one will do it. I don't think this one will take 2 pallets at once. So we'll see how it does. If it works, if it doesn't work, we'll just harvest further back. I know the large tractor could do it. I don't doubt it if this one would. And of course we've frozen half this thing out of here. Well, it's still on there. I'm trying to move it slowly and as gently as possible. I was thinking I'm going to try to actually drive on here. I don't think that will work. Let's see. Can I lift it? Yes it is. Lift. It does lift. To actually move it into place, which is not a good thing for us to do. We're not the world's best drivers. I don't know if it helps if you actually drive stuff in real life when you do game driving. Game driving. Yes, well, yeah. So let's just put it nicely down. We can just... Oh, you are on. Which I presume is a good thing. Now let's nudge you over. Just a tiny... Not that tiny and not that, yeah. Having to be able, nothing else I can't do is to make it 16 feet. Let's see, can you actually fasten you to this thing? Ah, we can. So with in that case, this one isn't bad. Since you have to fasten them anyway. Well, we are not doing badly so far. I have done worse. I can tell you that without lying. I have done worse. to do with lining up and all that, which I really need a bit more control than I have of the vehicle. You need a bit more actual, I think, having able to have actual driving experience. Might actually work better. See what you can do. Just drive like it wants to. Oh. And I can't sit inside of the practice to do this. Difficult. Really, it's difficult. You want to do it slowly so that stuff doesn't fall off. Or not into the door. I know I do sort of do around this and stuff. Luckily it fell on there. Lucky. Now it's not really where we want it, but if it fall on something and it didn't fall off, it is a plus. It's long enough that we can just run here. Now we can put that thing down. It should still sit there. But just drive it on a bit more. You would feel it will fit. So you can't really do that, sorry. Just have to hope they don't think doesn't fall off. And this is the difficult part, is when you work with pallets. And here is the thing, I do not have that fancy, I know you get that fancy pallet loading mod. I do not have it. I don't have that fancy pallet loading mod. No, it's not the... I'm actually against the track, so I'm going to restart the light. So there is a mod that you can get that automatically, as if by magic, loads your pellet. It is an your veil. You just drive up to it with any trailer, and it will automatically, as if by magic, with absolutely no equipment, load your stuff. And that doesn't even include the super strength one. That's not even the super strength one that we know is there. There's this thing called the super strength mod that will automatically now it's difficult to actually know when it is placed. Don't be too good. Anyway, there is this thing called the super strength mod. That when you have it, you can, as if by magic, pick up the thing. Never mind just you can pick up anything. You can pick up trees. You can pick up anything in the game with that mod. I know there's a mod, and you can also use your the control panel, which I do not have access to, and it's considered a bit of cheating. So we'll finish loading all of our pallets, and I'll be back with you. I've seen people use forklifts, and I don't think that's a mod. You stack sort of 5 pallets on it. It's terrible. But in any case, it's amazing, and they don't fall off. If I try that, the pallets will fall off. A few hours later. Now this is a masterful job of a screwed up loading. It would be faster for me to just drive it like that and to actually try to fix this. And I hope everything is fastened enough so that, let's just do this. Oh, damn it. Everything is fast, at least, I think. I hope everything stays. And now I've screwed it up even more. Which means me most likely will have to actually drive the tractor over there, because we are a bit overloaded, understeered. I should not have played with the freaking L button. If I've left the L button alone, this thing would not have come apart like that. And it might just, let's see if the AI will drive it. We're actually we actually have a piece of wood stuck to us. Hang on, let's just get down. Is it one we can lift? Nope, it's one we will have to solve. So we can just get it off here. Side, pick it up from this side, maybe, and just see if I can. Oh, this there. see if we can just drive out from under it now. Oh no, 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 no. So let's see if we can have this tractor be driven to where it needs to be. And now you see why I hate pallets. I really hate them. But to do this thing, somewhere or other you are going to have to work with pallets. If you want to by any means get this thing off the road, get this thing started, have it actually work. So did it actually work? Because I would hate to have to drive this thing all the way over there. Well, it's moving. It is moving. Finally. Oh. I'm tired and I didn't even lift the crate. Let's see, what do we have? Just small cultivating contracts. We do need to pop in some more wood there. These things eventually we'll use them or we will sell them. But I know we will need some of them somewhere, and I think I'm just gonna quickly sell them. I know I'm gonna lose a lot. That bit I do know. We'll see what the hell it did. Now we might not get a lot for that, but I just want to get some extra money. Oh my god, did we lose one? 1, 2, 3. No, I think it's what happened. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh. I hope we didn't lose one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh dear me. Did we lose some of them? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we still have all of them. Okay, so we can leave this on there. We want to get this thing back. Oh, come on, we've got one of those pretty pallets sitting there. Actually get to where I can control the wheel, that's difficult. That's so difficult for this. When you look at other people playing farm sim, it's like, oh, it's just easy. And then you get to drive. And then it's not as easy to play there. Terrible thing. Oh, I'm tired. There. Come on. We need a tree. We got it on the room. How can you go? Get in. So we got this turret. We need to. Another reason why we want pellets for it is eventually we will need to spawn pellets, and there will be more pellets than we can use. And with things being as it is, where are we gonna pack all of the pellets? We'll go and check on our silage in a bit. No, come on, and then we will unpack them. So this is a lot of stuff. You are going to do this for a lot of things. There's going to be a lot of tree grabbing going on, cutting off trees in various ways, either by using your chainsaw. Not even if you go to, and this is not even actual shall we say, wood collection, as in timber, forestry. This is not even forestry. This is just clearing up the farmyard. This is without heavy forestry going on. I mean, this is not even, I'm not even doing forestry and stuff. Just to start from you, and I'm not, but then I do the one thing. Come on, let's just switch you off for now. And we are we there? Are we there? Is this there? This is there! We got there! Well, as there as we're gonna get, now we need to get in. As far as we're gonna get. Without getting stuck on everything. Which is not as simple as it seems. Because we have been loaded by an expert in not loading properly. So there we go. So we park on here. Get the whole thing on here. There we go. Reverse a wee bit. Then we push the L button. And there we go. Everything is unloaded. Now we can head this thing back home. There we go. The problem is with actually taking vehicles to places and doing contracts is you might forget where you placed them, and to find them on the map afterwards isn't fun. So we completed a contract in our struggle between loading stuff and unloading stuff. So there we go. So we did get quite a bit of money. We got a bit of money, which is good. We got a lot of money from this. This is the nice thing. Selling to the where are we? Selling to the computer or to the grain mill, you get paid a lot. Or the Graneelevator Museum, you get paid quite a bit for your stuff. Besides that, let's see, how much did we actually sell anything yet from here? We also did sell from there. I want to stop selling. So between the grain mill and everything else, we don't want to store that. We want to do distributing. Distributing. We want to do that so that we can store up things now. So between the selling to the sawmill, and I missed the amount. Maybe you've seen the amount that popped up there. So sold products, we've got 70 something, and that is basically half of what we spent on sawmill so far. And we haven't really had it that long, mind you. Oh, this one is also finished. So we have really done quite well so far with our sawmill. I think somewhere I've calculated if every I think around you get quite you get quite a bit. Even if you sell directly, you get still can repay it in a while. So what we want to do, go and check on our silage, seeing how much it did work for us over the night. It is at 44%. So somewhere we might be able to sell it, maybe tomorrow somewhere. So we will be doing some more wood gathering. Throw down some trees. That side. Then up. I was wondering if I get I don't want to go because I want the animals there. I want one they would actually between this and the will they fit between that and this? Let's go to the build menu and see if it will fit. Might not fit. So we want the for debris crusher. There isn't dairy. Where is our debris crusher? Bakery. D for dairy. G for grain. Where is the debris crusher? I can just look on the pricing because I do know more or less what it costs. Here's the sawmill. Here's the spinning. Here is the debris crusher. So let's see how big this building is. It might. Very much might. Come on, you are supposed to be able to turn, you. It might fit here, you know. If I can get it to actually turn. Which is that way around. So fit here it might do. You see, it can be placed there for 99,000. But I do not want to place it there. I want to place it here with all of the other stuff. And it's one of those snappy things that will snap into place. But before we can do that, we have to clear out this. Saw down all of the trees. This was one. Very nice. Two, we need wood. Yes, that's one. I can also place it somewhere closer to the other area. But I don't really own any place there where it will be useful. Not that if you don't cut it off, you'll have extra wood. It works that way. How big is this? How much does it weigh? So let's drag those two things. These are not big trees. Ah, didn't I do that? Hey, this I can actually lift. Well, what could I lift? Could I lift the tree? Holy crap. Is it such a light tree? No, that's just light. What tree is this? Why can I just throw it? Oh, I didn't know that was such a light one. In other words, not another tree. Where's the ones I actually need? This one. Yeah, that's the one I need. And then I'll have to do some landscaping because I have to actually remove all of this stuff. And you might think it's easier to just remove them now, but it's still a lot of stuff. See if we can actually create a space there. The problem we are having here is this stupid crate that is molded to the crusher, or molded to the saw. Now I can replace this, the grain crusher. Ah, not the grain crusher, the debris crusher. Which I can do without, then I can place it closer to stuff that I want to place it and I don't have to remove all of it. But what then happens sometimes is get very weird interaction. So are you coming this side? I think you are not coming this side. Where's your table going? Well, it is going that side. Not going on this side, so it should be alright. Let's see if it will be alright. Oh, that worked. Rather too well, I would say. Let's get you on here. Come and park here. So currently we don't have anything for this one to do. And it's really not really worth my while to send it out to do these other contracts. Because I have to use my own stuff and I need to get there and get back, which is really the most thing is I have to get back. We don't have anything there to sell our... Let's just run around. This stuff isn't done yet. Sold most of that. This thing and this is something I wish they had in we don't need that. We need one of those hand-operated pellet loaders. We really need it. Well, we are getting fuller. This thing is getting emptier. We might get one pellet out of this. As I say, I really want to clear that up. Come on. Are you actually in? So part of you is in. So that's a good thing. But yeah, there you are gone now. So you are loaded. There is some other big trees that I want down still. I think there's still trees lying down over there. It's around 10 now. So we'll just put it down to 5. I may say so myself. We have done about an hour of recording so far. Now the standing in front of the log there is just sometimes a bit too far. So this one can do 8 tons. So the controller thing in the push control there, you lay out somewhere to push control. That can happen. Oh. That is something that can happen. 1, 2, 3, and haven't completely broken ourselves. Can happen. We have literally tipped over, lie down the side before, done very weird things with these tractors. Things that they were not designed to do. At all. Then you did that. Now you have to do a bit of practice. Again. So what I'm going to do for the rest of the video is let's do this. So if you want to pop up now, do so. Going to clear stuff there. So this is basically what I'm going to do. Just here and clear stuff. And clear all of those trees and make that proper for if I'm going to take the or if I'm going to place our debris crusher. If I place it today, I will bring you back. If not, we'll bring it back tomorrow. Come on, work. Hey, come on. Now it's into just strawberry. Over there we go. Okay, let them go. So here you don't actually have to loosen it from the practice to actually tell. And as I say, I can replace these zipper brushes, but the problem there is if you replace the inconvenience of things getting through. And normally it is just getting through there where you do not. That's all one. Come on, I'm not that. Am I really stuck there? Looks like it. Let's just be careful now. Turn you off, hop out, okay. Chain forward. So a lot of the stuff we do is chain forward. It doesn't really matter what you do, you're going to do it somewhere, somehow, you're going to do it. Another way to make a lot of money but takes a lot of time if you do not do already other equipment. We already have a place to do. We don't have to clear these on the ground. We just need to start seeing that our storage is clear. Direction far forward. Well, okay, everything is dead now because it's finished, but it doesn't look that bad. Medium graphics. I mean, it looks quite good with medium graphics. How long our wood supply will last, I don't know, but if you clear this and if we do have some wood around the farm, so if we can get enough money so that we can get some other properties, that would be splendid as well. Well, we did get some money now, and not really anything unless there was a stone picking, but not really anything else we can do. I will need to actually clear this so that we can actually see the stuff. I think a lot of this stuff. But we haven't done badly, I think. Not that I'm an expert at this game. I just play for fun. Yeah, by the way, I'm not a content creator. I thought I don't get paid by clients for doing anything, and I don't get the access to stuff, really access to stuff. The only problem when you do this is it's so overgrown with stuff. If you don't clear it, not clear, but if you don't do the painting bit, let's see if there's anything we need. Well, here's the auger. Here is this wagon. What is this? Ah, it's one of the sprayery things. Let's see, what is this? This is... Oh, it's a fertilizer sprayer. I thought it was a wagon, but no, it's a fertilizer sprayer. So nothing here yet we want. Now we need to paint some grass. For it, if we don't paint the grass, we cannot see the stumps from up down there. Really? Oh, come on. So we have to do this. It costs money, yes. It uses up some of our things, yes. But overall, it helps us to see a teeny tiny bit better. I don't want to do too much. I just want to be able to see down there. So I've wasted enough money as it is. Let's go out of this. Let's see, can we actually select this silly sunflower? I want to remove it. I don't know if actually the sunflower might be actually connected to this. with it, there's a lot going on. I haven't done too much, actually. Still quite a fast stuff. I'm just trying to keep that out of So I want to clear that up, and then there's all of these trees that need to go. Always all hidden away. Go that high too quickly. Don't go that high, will you? Maybe it will just keep this one in, or it will keep this one out. Why not? And why? It always wants to go in where it shouldn't want to go. Remember who, I've heard somewhere, the Romans or some rock. I don't remember who of the ancients. Just didn't count January at all. January and February wasn't counted. For the simple reason. Nothing happened. You can't plough, you can't sow, you can't do anything. So nothing is going on in these months. So they just don't count them. So that says a lot about, well, mostly that is in Europe, for that matter, where Europe and some places in northern places of North America, that's true. But definitely in Europe there, January, February, nothing happens, you don't count. game is splendid. Now, it looks a bit more real. Does it actually work better? I don't know. Yeah. So my medium graphics for the day that I might just keep it on medium graphics, mind you, but it looks better. Your tractors also look better, but the tractors did look nice beforehand. Mine might even be able to run actually the high graphics, but I'm not going to try mine out before. So it might actually be strong enough to run the higher graphics. So jump up and go back. Okay. There we go. Did I actually lose two? I think so. This two is in. That one is there. This one doesn't want to accept, so it is full. Good. Good, good, good. We really need to get this going anyhow, because we really need to get playscape clean, so that we can start on our classified single mode. If you really want to play this game for a long time and don't mind, hey, by all means use the smallest it can, unlike this small sawmill, and by the way, this one, it can produce all of the stuff we need. This one can't produce the what is this stuff you call it? The prefab walls. It just can't. So, ooh, there we go, and we tipped over yet again. Ah, we got ourselves out. Or did we actually, what did we do? Did we drop it all? Oh, we dropped the whole thing. That was stupid. Very stupid. Yeah, we dropped the whole thing. We accidentally dropped it. Now we will have to go and pick it up again. If we can pick it up again. Because it might have just pitched over so that we could can't see it. Oh no, it is relatively upright. Relatively, I said. Not if we're going to crash into it. That's going to stay relatively upright. So well, this has been, how long has we done this? Oh, it's so beautiful, so on. I must say, this does take quite a lot of recording space. Good thing I got a contract of this. There we go. Oh. need to over. Not too much. Alright, there we go. Not gonna smack over a bit. There we go. Put off up here, just need to see some of the other lights closer. Yeah, there's still stuff that's not actually a satellite tree. Okay, let's do play. Oh, come on, play. If some of us could push the right buttons. There we go. Up here. I'm not going to be able to play. I'll finish, I should say. Definitely not. Because I don't think these trees will be somehow about that. Oh no, not again! That thing is just so stuck there. It just doesn't want to do what I want it to do. It just shut down for a bit. Let's see what the hell is going on. Not that it's So we hope it is unstuck now. So it's possible to finish the node with this, but not possible to finish it just with the thermal, unless we buy the other stuff. The reason I don't want to go to the thermal is you need too much of a, I mean, it works at double this thing's capacity. And unless you run a full logging business, it's really not worth your while having it as an actual thing. I mean, it's not really worth. You will need too much wood. It costs you a lot. And here's a decision that I mean, you can buy stuff. It's not that you cannot buy stuff. It's just I don't want to buy everything. I want to create as much as I can using in-game stuff that I have either built. We can of course buy it, the other mill, and just do that, but I don't know. If I want to do it, I haven't decided yet. We do need some walls, and this one doesn't have walls. It's a shame that it doesn't, but it does not do preserve walls. Preserve walls, it does not do. Small enough to be stuck. I think it might be a good here it doesn't matter if it's your problem, how much big or small your pieces are. I haven't heard that it influences the amount of pieces that I can find. So we will see if we can clear that big part pieces up. Now if you really go, I might even, I don't know what else I could do while building this thing. I don't know if I will go into cotton. I don't think I will go into cotton. I just don't think so. Right here. Oh, is it there? Here maybe. So I said I might just not go into cotton, it's too big. We don't have that big field. Machinery is very expensive. And we see we don't have it's getting too dark really to work now. I can't really see my stuff. See the stuff. It's getting difficult to see. few buttons that I want to keep. What game do I have to do actually? Just stuff. Just wanting to use stuff with E and stuff. I didn't know that I've seen games that do that. That is the incorrect button again. Yes, that is. Okay. We'll see how long this takes. Okay, that's good. Let's go up. We could go to some wood here, actually. So if we had the other sawmill, it would have been ridiculous. We wouldn't have been able to feed the thing. We would have spent double the money without really being able for it to do anything much. As in, yeah, it can turn out how many pieces of wood, but if you are doing a single player game, which is how I'm doing, I'm not in a multiplayer server, you are never gonna get enough. You're going to work yourself, your little fingers to the bone, and not being able to get anything. You're not just going to be able to supply the thing. Which, this is a game. In other words, it should be fun. And not being able to supply something as such. Oh, how did I get there? Damn, and I shoved that thing out again. That thing just doesn't want me to have it. As is. Now we need to get out, reattach this thing. Will it not stupid? And drive it back in again. Confused. In other words, I have to go and I need to take this thing to get it fixed tomorrow or the next month, however you look at it. So this place still looks bad, full stuff that needs to come out, and this thing is just being stubborn. Really stubborn. And stubborn. Really stubborn. And it is well within the weight limit. It is well within our weight. So it really should let us put it in. But it just doesn't want to. See if we can pull it in now. If not, we are leaving. I wish I can record the whole game move for move, but I think you might get tired and bored out of your mind. So I did that. You just want it a bit closer, come on. You just want you a little bit closer. Why duck you do not want to come? Maybe we are getting it in now. I just want to keep an eye on my tractor, but I can't see far enough. I think there it comes, there it comes. There it comes. There it comes. Yes, it comes. Yes, we have it. We have done it. We have brought it nearer to us. We can't get it properly. It's either just in, I think. And I think that's it for the night. So, this is the end of December. So it's like August, December. August. This is at the end of our 5th month, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Everything is running nicely. We've got everything going. We've got to start on clearing this lot out. We really need to get our rock crusher. Well, we are almost there. We are almost having a pellet. We need a lot more of those, but we have done things. And we are busy building up these supplies again. I just had to sell that, or else we would have had I don't know how many little pellets lying around. We do have enough money now to get the debris crusher. But it's a bit difficult. Now we are getting lost. So we do have this. We did clear the house or the thing that was here. You will say, well, they've got all this space. Why don't I put the debris crusher down there? Well, it's our farmhouse. We don't want the industrial area here. It's fine for storing stuff. It's fine for parking our cars, but not to store that here. So I will pop out of the game. So thanks for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. Been another nice and long one. If you stayed until the end, thank you. So thanks for watching. Please support the channel, please subscribe, please go and donate on patreon.com and see you at my next game playthrough.